Welcome back, dear students, to the lecture 2, BA second semester. We were doing the paper 2 prose. In unit 1, last class, we have covered social and intellectual background, under which the topic was diverse techniques of prose writing. Means, first of all, we did understand what was the prose and what were the diverse techniques of prose writing, that how the techniques are being used while writing the prose. Now today we will be starting up with the lecture 2. The topics under the social and intellectual backgrounds were forms of essay writing and prose style in literature. So as we all know that what is a prose, right? Today we will be learning about the forms of essay writing. There are basically four main types of essay forms, you could say, which is being like narrative, descriptive, expositionary, and argumentative. Now here each and every form of essay is being described in detail just to make you people understand very carefully. So a very simple language is being used over here. I have just try my best to give you the best so that you people can understand what exactly it means. First one is narrative. In the previous time also you must have been aware about with this word narrative. It's like when you are telling a story in a narrative style. We generally used to say that narrate the poem. So now the poem is being narrated by you in a very narrative style. How you will express your story. So narrative means telling a story. In the narrative essay, the writer tells a story about a real life experience. Here, while writing a prose, you have to be narrative. Means you have to just express your views, your real life experience. While telling a story, it may be sound that something is being happened. Okay? The narrative essay challenges students to think and write about themselves. You have to write about your own feature stories, about your own past. So, whatever it comes in your mind while writing a prose, you should just jot it down. So, this is something that you have to write about yourself, about the real life experience. When writing a narrative essay, writer should try to involve the reader by making the story as vivid as possible. Now, when you're writing the essay, what happens? You have to keep in mind that what kind of story are being possible for you, so that a reader who's reading your story much shall be involved in your story. The fact that narrated essays are usually written in the first person helps engage the reader. I sentence give a reader a feeling of being part of the story. A well crafted narrative essay will also build towards drawing a conclusion or making a personal statement. While writing a prose, while writing an essay, you people have to keep in mind, a writer has to keep in mind the facts, what to be used. The first person helps engage the reader, and then the feeling of a part of the story should be covered. Your ideas should be well crafted and it should build towards the drawing a conclusion or making a personal statement while giving the conclusion of your essay. That should give a personal statement so that the reader will also enjoy what you have written. So that we have talked about the narrative style of essay, which is the one of the form of essay types. Then we are moving to the descriptive. Now here The word descriptive essay is like a painting a picture. While painting a picture, you have to keep in mind each and every spot kind of thing to be very descriptive, very clear in mind. So a descriptive essay is what? Like a cousin of a narrative essay. It's just a similar to it, to the narrative essay. In the descriptive essay, paint a picture with words. There and then you have to paint a picture. While painting a drawing, you give a sketch with a beautiful outlook and everything in depth. The same here. A descriptive essay paint a picture of words. Your words should be so much attractive while writing, very descriptive, so that it can be jotted down. A writer might describe a person, place, object, or even memory of the special significance. Now, here, while writing a descriptive, a writer has to keep in mind each and every fact about the person, about the place where he is writing about the object, what about he's writing, and even the memories of the special significance. However, this type of essay is not descriptive or description's sake. The descriptive essay strives to communicate a deeper meaning. As I told before, that while writing the descriptive, everything you have to keep in mind with the detail, the depth of the meaning. In the descriptive essay, the writer should show, not tell, through the use of colorful words and sensory details. The best descriptive essay appeals to the reader's emotion, and with the result, it is highly evocative. So I hope that this much is clear. Then we are moving to the third one. Third one is the expository. Now, expository essay, it always tells you about the facts, about the truth. Where while writing you have to keep in mind that what all facts you can write it down about the object, about the place, about the person, whomsoever you are writing about. So expository essay is an informative piece of writing that presents a balanced analysis of the topic. In an expository essay, the writer explains and defines a topic by giving the using facts, using detail, correctness of each and every in detail, statistics and examples. So expository writing encompasses the wide range of essay variation. It is one of the very wide range, means whenever we are writing any of the now suppose if we are writing any of the bibliography of any of the particular character, any of the narrative, so there we will definitely write all the facts of that particular narrator who has written, or the writer who has written the story. We have to give each and every detail, each and every fact of that person. So that is known as the expository essay, which is causing the effect essay and how to in a process essay. Because expository essay are based on facts and not personal feeling, writers don't reveal their emotions or write in the first person. While writing, you have to make it clear in mind that you don't have to give your own evaluation, your own personal concept of writing. You have to only write the person's facts. There are no kind of personal feelings will work. Only whatever the facts, whatever the truths are there, we have to just write it down. The fourth one is the persuasive essay, which is also known as the argumentative essay. Now here, it is basically meant for to convince a person. Okay. While an expository essay, it is a presentation of the fact, The goal of the persuasive essay is to convince the reader to accept the writer's point of view and recommendation. Now, here what happens? The goal of this persuasive, the argumentative essay is that when a reader is reading, that particular reader should be convinced by the points which is being written. Whatever the points, whatever the comments is being written by that writer, it is meant for to convince. The writer must build a case using the facts and logic. While writing, a writer should keep in mind that he or she has to use the facts and logic as well as the examples also. Means whatever they're having something expert's opinion. Yes, this was the fact, and this we all know. It's a very logically. So that should keep in mind while writing the persuasive essay. Now here the writer should present all the sides of argument, whatever he can present to convince the reader. In that form, if he needs to argument, has to keep in mind that he has to keep all the presence of all the sides of arguments, but must be able to communicate clearly and without equivocations why they are certain positions is correct. So this all were the four main forms of essay writing which are the part of your social and intellectual background of prose. In the last lecture we did it about that what is the prose, and here today we are doing about what is the forms of essay writing. While writing, what all the techniques you have to keep in mind, those are very much also important, and these forms are also very important. Then we are moving up with the prose style in literature. While reading in detail about the prose, now we should know about the style of prose also. So keep in mind that prose is verbal or written language that follow the natural flow of speech. It is most common form of writing used in both fiction and non-fictional. Remember that this is the main part, or you could say the main style, that in prose while writing both the things have to be used. It should be fiction and non-fiction. Prose comes from the Latin prosa oratio, meaning straightforward. Natural है. While ever we are writing or commenting any of the thing on the paper, what we generally use? We generally use to write the straightforward things, whatever comes in our mind. This is the quality of one of the writer. So a writer generally used to write whatever is a straightforward thing, attracting in his mind. So this what exactly the prose means. Prose comes from the Latin prosa oratio, which is meaning straightforward. It applies a natural flow of speech and ordinary grammatical structure rather than rhythmic structure. Such as in this case of the traditional poetry, normal everyday speech is spoken in prose. This is the very much point that every day whatever you are speaking, it's a spoken in prose. Normal speech is also a prose. So most people think and write in a prose form also. How you have to be a narrative, descriptive. So all this thing keeps in mind while we are in the verbal form or we are in the writing forms. Everything depends, and a person can be in a form of the prose form also. The main categories of prose are non-fictional prose, fictional prose, heroic or legendary prose, and the poetic prose. As I told before also, that you have to keep in mind that what is the basic styles of prose. So here it is being described that the main categories of prose are non-fictional prose, fictional prose, heroic or legendary prose, and the poetic prose. Non-fictional and fictionals are always straight enough. They are straightforward kind of prose. They are the generic categories of fictions and non-fiction work written in a non-poetic manner. Okay, so this is the very important line that you people have to keep in mind while understanding this. Now, what kind of examples of prose, how you will analyze it? So, in example 1, The Hunger Game by Shazane Colin is what kind of prose? It's a prose novel. Cinderella. Cinderella is what kind of prose? It's a prose of fairy tale. The Yellow Wallpaper. It's a prose story by Charlotte Gilman Perkins. So it's a prose story. Every prose is having their own style and feelings, that how it is being related to what kind of. So this you have to be make it clear in your mind. Then example 4, the State of the Union address is a prose speech delivered early in the year by the sitting president of the United States. So in the same form, there are number kind of prose and they are having their different styles. That what kind of prose is a novel, what is the fairy tale, what is the storytelling, which is non-fictional, fictional, which is a poetic manner kind of prose. So for that we will be doing in detail. By the time you people just go through this it very carefully and try to attempt the questions which is being given to you, understand each and every part whatever is being taught. That's all for today. I will be uploading the next video very soon. Till then, take care.